yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best because I am. It's no need in keeping it low key. I can carve for the D like a turkey. I run straight through the D like a...
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. They'll run on first down. Peyton, and not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. On second down, Peyton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They run with Sayers. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's Stewart to throw on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a give right side. Peyton. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down now, Peyton looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Stewart. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 16.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Devin Hester there to make the grab. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. I'm coming after you.
A give to the game's all-time leader, Emmitt Smith. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. All right, Charles, quick Emmitt Smith story. You've heard of the Madden video game, right?
I have heard of the Madden video game, no doubt about it.
The legend goes that Coach Madden said players used to come up to him all the time and complain that their ratings were too low. The only person, though, that came up and said, hey, mine's too high, Emmitt Smith.
You're kidding.
How can you rate Emmitt Smith too high? That's the question.
Boy, talk about humble. That's taking modesty to a new level.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. Vic readies to throw. Flushed out right. And now Vic stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Got it. Check my 45. Let's go, D. Watch time.
Following the fumble recovery, Stewart sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to his running back, Peyton. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On first down, Peyton. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Peyton. And a solid run down inside the 30. He gets them a little over half of what they need, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Again, they'll run with Sayers. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll run with the Hall of Famer Sayers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Devin Hester, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Bears push further out in front. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On third down, Vic. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's Tracy Porter with a pick.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cardinals' 29-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Man left, 3 down.
Now a give, right side. Peyton. And he'll be a couple yards. And a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Bears.
They'll run on first down. Peyton. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Devin Hester on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Buddy up!
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack by Julius Peppers. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check. Wait. Check three.
This will be the final play of the half. Vick, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Vick to throw it. Flush to his right. He'll run it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room. And
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Julius Peppers picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Vick. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. A 1st down throw coming for Vick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Here's Vick. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald there to make the grab. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. And it's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2nd and 3. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defense. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now Stewart looking to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Stewart. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw is Stewart. To throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give now to Sayers. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Stewart operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Stewart now throwing on 4th down. Flushed out right. And no, it's incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from...
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 53 yards. Vick will look to throw on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gonzalez. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And they're going to lose some on this play, being knocked back to the 18. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now here's Vic. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Vic operating on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. And Quan Bolden there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Stewart. From the gun, he'll throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. Back to throw. Stewart. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. A 1st down carry for Smith. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Emmitt Smith, 26 yards, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Critical extra point up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. On fourth down, Stewart, flush to his right. Open man there is Patterson, complete. 16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw, got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Check 15, check 15.
On first down, Peyton. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. 2nd and 11.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now Stewart on third down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get in the field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. They'll stay on the ground with Emmett. And some room to maneuver. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 42 yards.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I don't know what more you can say about Adam Vinatieri in that career. Maybe the best to ever do this.
Let's be honest. Does anything faze him? Snow, playoff games, Super Bowls. Just watching this made me nervous. But he never broke a sweat.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.